This is my 1996 Seadoo XP. It's got the 787 in it. This has been so much fun. My wife and I picked up a couple Seadoos this year. This one has been running like an absolute champ. When I got them, they both ran, but it had a little bit lower compression, especially on the 95, which I'll show in a different video. But this one right here had a pretty good compression for the elevation that I live at. And but after I opened up the 95, I found there's some serious piston damage. I was like, you know what, to be safe for a 25-year-old machine, I want to make sure that everything's running right on it. So what I did is I went ahead and just pulled the cylinders for this, and I noticed the pistons looked okay, but I noticed a little bit of chipping on one of the pistons. I believe it was the PTO side. So that made me a little nervous, so I went ahead and threw some new WSM pistons in there and rings, honed out the cylinder, and now it runs fantastic. It's been running great ever since. Just did a little speed run with it for how the conditions are today. Was able to get it up to 48.7 miles an hour. So even after 25 years, this thing still rips. Variable trim works on it. All the gauges work sometimes. The fuel gauge sensor, when I took everything apart, because I redid the fuel lines, did everything, this will read most of the time. I think it'll read right now if you see it. Yeah, I see it showing. VTS gauge does work sometimes. I don't know what it is. The VTS works, but the gauge is kind of iffy. But you know, and then the speedometer was working. A few days ago, took it out, stopped working. So, been thinking about getting a GPS one. That's when I'm just using on my phone to get the current speed. Other than that, like when we got them, they were pretty sun faded, really oxidized. Bought some, went on YouTube, figured out what's some good stuff to buy. Oop, big waves. Got these big old wakeboards, wake surf boats out here. But it rides like an absolute dream. It's been so fun. Polished it up with that stuff I got from Amazon. Went through and buffed the whole thing, shined it up real nice, put a nice wax coat on it. We're careful about making sure we take care of it every day, every single time we take it out. It's been great. No leaks, fires up right away every time. Compression's great. Not bad find. And for this current market, we just about stole this thing. I'm gonna throw